Hi, welcome to my channel and welcome to a close-up review of, this is the collector's edition of Affirmations for the Everyday Goddess. And so basically this is a spiritual guidebook and 22 wisdom cards for contemplation and prayer. But this is actually, it's major trump deck, it's all the major arcanas. The artwork is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's what pulled me in. And the guidebook is very extensive. At the end, I'll pull a card that we can, have an affirmation for our, because we're an everyday goddess. And at the end, but what an exquisite deck. I can't wait to show you actually all the cards. It comes in this box, but I want to know who it's from actually. Hold on, sorry about that. It's from Pamela Wells. Yeah, here we go. Pamela Wells. It wasn't on the box. Affirmations for the Everyday Goddess. Spiritual guidebook. I'm in 22 wisdom cards. So it shows the major arcana. Inside, it goes into such elaboration I can't even begin to tell you. Look at the Fool. I'm not going to, the black and white huge picture of it. But it will go on for a couple of pages with quotes from famous people, elaboration of the meaning of the card. Though there is a little message on the bottom of each card, you can use your intuition and also what you know about the major arcana. But beautiful, going into, what you can do right now as the Fool. Like, do I consider myself a seeker? Do I want to begin the journey? Questions to ask yourself to dive deeper into that particular major arcana card. I really love this deck. First of all, let me show you the artwork because that's what drew me in. First of all, when you get the cards, you have to peel them apart. They were stuck together. You can do so very gently. You just bend the cards slightly and gently peel to separate each card because they were stuck together. The backs of the cards, I love the backs of the cards. I mean, this spoke to my soul. I love the backs of the cards. They're big, large oracle cards, oracle-sized cards, but I just love the backs. And this is the extra card, Affirmation for the Everyday Goddess. It will give you, the Wisdom card prayer guide. It will list every single major arcana here and basically what her wisdom question is for each card. So Hermit would be like, may I know my true self. Interesting. These are actually really interesting. You have the Fool. What do I need to know? Magician, give me guidance for seeing the infinite world behind my eyes, etc. High Priestess, give me discernment and wisdom so that I may understand myself better and increase my connection with God. May I feel love and connection with all beings. It goes on. So it's really interesting, the layout of this deck. Okay, so but look at these cards. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to put this a little higher so you can see. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is just gorgeous. I fell in love with the artwork. So this is the Fool, and it will say 0 up here. And the bottom deck, on the bottom it says, I ask the question and cultivate an open mind. And of course the Fool going on a journey, starting fresh. But I love that, it's not the usual man on a cliff with the flower. It's a woman here. And the artwork is just gorgeous. Well, there's a little cliff here, but it's beautiful waterfall, the flower, the dog. I just love that. And I love the message on the bottom, what you can pull intuitively when you get this card. Then you have the Magician. Look at this Magician. Should I go even higher? This is even better, right? So this is the backs of the cards. I mean, just beautiful. And this, the Magician, that which I create in the world returns to me. But look at her, linked with the divine, holding the world here. It's slightly different than other cards, and it's a much more feminine. I really love these cards. The artwork I found was exquisite. The Empress, look at this Empress. I mean, just really gorgeous, right? And on the bottom, I see the sacred in all beings and myself. I love this. Look at this. Emperor. I love that it's a woman here. Here, I lead with wisdom, integrity, and virtue. Really powerful, really nice cards. The High Priest. She calls it the High Priest. Oh, wow. Look at this. Wow. I am transcendent of time and space. Wow. I just love these cards. Lovers. Oh my gosh. And in the world, see, it's a man and a woman. I didn't even notice that before. Sorry, my nails. I have to redo my nail polish. Oh my gosh. Do you see the couple in there? I love that. The lovers. Yes. I see the divine in myself reflected in another. I can't wait to see what card we get at the end for this time. But Chariot. There's a bird back, eagle here. The Chariot, and it says, I wisely use my personal power and power of choice to do my good work in the world. So it's divinely moving forward. I really love this deck. Strength. Look at the Strength card. Look at this. Just so pretty. I love this Strength card. I wisely use my life force energy to create and direct my good work in the world. See, it's all about your journey, your life's path. It's delving deeper into the majors. And I love the artwork. Hermit. Oh boy. Oh, it's like a lotus flower light. I journey to a place of solitude to deepen my understanding of self-knowledge. It's just really beautiful. Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune. There are an infinite number of possibilities in my life. I love that. I love the femininity in this deck. Justice. The art, it's the images that drew me in. Justice. Look at this Justice card. And it says, I am truthful with others and myself, and I take full responsibility for my choices. See, it's different meanings. It's different, the Hanged One. Oh, it's the Hanged One, not the Hanged Man. Look, the Hanged One, because it's, look at this woman. Beautiful. And it says, my sacrifice will strengthen my devotion to the divine and deepen my compassion for all beings. So it's different. It's taking you to a different place inside of you. Death. Oh, I love it. Look at this window coming in. This is death. Look how pretty. I surrender my ego and no longer let fear rule my life. I have love, faith, and hope. Can't wait to see what cards we get for at the end. I'll pull 3 cards. I don't know if I'll read through the guidebook because it's so expansion. I'll bore you. Not meaning I'll bore you, but it's like 3 pages. You can always delve deeper into the guidebook, but we'll see what we... Temperance. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's so pretty. I love this Temperance card. May the Lord make me an instrument of peace. Yeah. You see, it takes you different. The Devil. Maybe I will read in the book. We'll see. Devil. Oh, look at that depiction of the devil. And it says, facing my inner demons brings me closer to my authentic self. Yes. The Tower. The eye up there. And the flames. Really pretty. I have faith. All is not lost if I am committed to my spiritual beliefs, even in times of great pain, ignorance, and suffering. Yeah. Oh, look at this Star card. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Oh my. I'm always growing with wisdom and spiritual knowledge. Oh, look at how gorgeous this card is. The Moon. I love this card too. The artwork is so pretty. I use my intuition and intelligence to guide me at all times. Yeah. Look at the Sun. The Sun card. It's so pretty. I am blessed with the gift of life. I am free to create a life filled with joy, open and connected to God. Yeah. Judgment. Oh, I love this Judgment card. It's so pretty. I awaken to the timelessness of body, spirit, and soul. All illusions are shattered. And the World. Oh, she's stepping on the world here. Really cool. I am one with God. I love these cards. I love the images of these cards. And again, with the guidebook, you can really delve deep. I mean, this is like it's almost like if you want to dive deep for yourself, you could sit with this guidebook. Let's see what cards we can get. You hear the cracking? They're still separating. Let's get a card for right now, a meditative affirmation for the everyday goddess, for anyone who catches this video right now. What is the message? Ooh, no way, my favorite card, the star. I actually do want to read in the guidebook. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, do you know how much I paused on this card saying how beautiful it was? I'm thrilled we got this card. I am always growing with wisdom and spiritual knowledge. Yes, whoever is watching this, we are always growing with wisdom and spiritual knowledge. Yes, oh my gosh, I adore this. Let's go in. Okay, if you want to tune off now, you can. This was the affirmations for the everyday goddess, but I'm about to read from this book because I want to go into depth. So if you want to hang out and get your extended message and reading by getting the star card, stay with me for a second, and I'm going to read you from the guidebook. We're going to take a journey right now on this star card that we got, and you'll see what it's like to actually work with the guidebook, because that's an amazing card to get. So I definitely do want to dive deeper into this and see, besides the meaning that you usually have from the trump card of the star and the major arcana, it's very different with this book. It's delving deeper. So the key words are evolutionary, consciousness, wisdom, and the affirmation is, I am always growing with wisdom and spiritual knowledge. The star represents the universe and God in all its mystery and evolutionary potential. You're invited to be part of the mystery of evolutionary consciousness by uniting your guiding principles of contemplative wisdom with the active use of will. Here you have gone to the source of formless energy, God, and to the hidden vastness within yourself. You have understood the ecstatic, infinite awareness and intelligence of creation. And the process of spiritual awakening, beginning with the star, when you have built a bridge between your mind and heart, you are ready to listen to and obey the voice of God. The remaining affirmation, star, are about the lessons for another part of your journey, a deeper understanding of the right use of divine grace. Affirming the star. With divine grace, your task is to unite contemplative wisdom with creative action in the world. After surviving the dark night of the soul, the tower, you become deeply aware of the radiant wonder of the universe, God. You now hold the awareness of all you perceive in the totality of your own being. The revelation of God's grace brings you new freedom and joy. You know you have the courage and the skills to go beyond your mind. You increase your internal strength and power as you awaken to the wisdom of God and make it your own. As a result of the process of individuation, the chariot and the tower, the redirection of energy from just your mind to both mind and heart gives you access to your highest potential. As long as you stay connected to God, you will grow in your knowledge and creativity. Through your connection with God, you will become the promise and hope for the future by directing positive, creative thoughts and actions into the world. From a non-dual perspective, energy is moving in an infinite spiral of evolutionary growth that is a pulsation of creation between you and God, and the world is never the same as the world that existed a moment ago. The evolutionary spiral is the strongest force of the universe, and it moves every subtle thing. The cosmic dance is a macrocosm for what happens inside of you. You have the power and freedom to transform your life now. Oh my gosh. If you haven't checked out my monthly reading for July and August, this is so on point. This is like a punctuation mark to that. That's what we're coming into. It's linked with the divine and then being fully creative in the world around us, and it's divine what's happening. So the contemplation for the star is, what will I create now that I am aware of my highest potential? How do I think about my life after the dark night of the soul? What does the revealing of God's grace bring to my life? What is the right use of divine grace? How am I transformed by God's will, and how do I incorporate divine will into my life? And what is the evolutionary spiral? What does evolution have to do with me? Why is my awareness constantly changing? What is another name for the cosmic dance? How will I transform my life today? And the great sage once said, we come spinning out of nothingness, scattering stars like dust. But he didn't mention the joy, the pure exhilaration of being a conscious creator, of looking all around and beholding the miracle of the universe. In a blade of glass, in a blade of grass, in a dewy cobweb on a foggy morning. Sometimes these miracles are cleverly hidden by news of doom and gloom, but it's all a play of consciousness, and evil is there to thicken the plot. As we become wiser, we see the truth that the universe is always growing, joyfully expanding in consciousness. I am part of the same universe, and I too marvel at the perfect wisdom of it all. And that was from Carrie Pond. And so the exercise to reconnect to your joy, you have survived the dark nights of the soul. There is nothing stopping you from fully enjoying your life. Make a list of everything you ever dreamed of doing, like hot air ballooning, opening a business, or traveling to a foreign country. By writing out your own list and putting it in your special or sacred space, you are giving yourself permission to create joy in your life now. Ask, may I become my highest potential? And are you ready for this? It just occurred to me while reading this. The monthly message for July and August was divine passion erupting, act boldly on your heart's desire. And here we got the star card, and it's definitely saying I'm always growing with wisdom and spiritual knowledge, and we are supposed to be partnering with the divine and spilling out our creativity, our creative action into the universe right now. This is amazing that we got this card. So if you hung out for this reading, I'm glad you did, because I'm drinking it in. I'm probably going to refer to this. I find it amazing. So you see how the major arcana is, it's more meditative. It's much more than just the major trump card of the star, the usual meaning that you get. You just took a journey through the guidebook of the affirmations for an everyday goddess. Beautiful, 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 beautiful cards. I really love these cards. Really, really gorgeous. I'll put the name of it and who did it. It's Pamela Wells, I believe it was. Did I just say? And I'll put that information in the description box. But I love pulling a card from here and diving deep into the guidebook like we just did, and seeing what your affirmation is as an everyday goddess. Kind of going deeper into yourself. It's kind of meditative, getting in line with your spiritual journey. I really love that. Or you could just use these cards intuitively. The artwork is gorgeous. That's what pulled me into this deck. But again, you just took a journey with me through the affirmations for the everyday goddess, and this was the collector's edition that you can find anywhere, actually. Okay, so thanks so much, and take care, and check out my channel for other close-up reviews, tarot readings, messages from spirit, all that good stuff. Take care. Bye-bye.